Hey guys, welcome back to the backlog. It's me, your man, the Digimon that plays way too many Pokemon games, Frozen Breeze. And today, starting up a new playthrough, we're here today with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Go For It Radiant Adventure Squad. Now, I'm not going to be calling it Go For It Radiant Adventure Squad all the time. I'm just going to be calling it Radiant Adventure Squad. And yes, we're continuing on our train of playing more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. We recently got to a pretty good stopping point in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky on the channel, which, if you want to watch me play that game, that's already here on the channel. But you may be wondering, why am I going from a game that I pretty much got to a good stopping point in, but didn't 100% complete, onto the next game in the series? And what even is this game? I've never heard of this before. Well, there are many reasons for that, but first of all, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Radiant Adventure Squad is one part of a 3 simultaneous release series. As you can see, if you might remember, if you're a Western fan of Mystery Dungeon, there are 4 main releases for the Mystery Dungeon series. But, well, there's one re-release, so that makes it 5. But in Japan, there's actually 7, or 5 if we're talking about regular releases. This one goes right in between the third game, the first one for the 3DS, and the Explorers games, and is completely Japanese exclusive. This one did not get released. The 3 games, which are Go For It, Radiant Adventure Squad, Keep Going, Blazing Adventure Squad, and Let's Go Stormy Adventure Squad, all came out only in Japan for WiiWare. If you don't remember what WiiWare was, it was the downloadable service game stuff for the original Wii, which WiiWare, in my opinion, pretty fucking awesome. Sadly, you can't get those games anymore, but you know, the Wii is extremely homebrewable, so you go about your stuff in the way you want to go. But yes, the Adventure Squad games never came out in America, or anywhere else for that matter, but act as the 3rd game in the series, or if you want to be more accurate, 2.5. And I've been wanting to play this game for a very long time. Ever since I heard that these games got an English release, I was super interested in making a full playthrough with them. I've been wanting to play these games since I was, like, 10. I already knew the Mystery Dungeon series, but when I looked it up on Cerebi.com, which I've been using for centuries, when I saw there's Japanese exclusive Mystery Dungeon games, I was like, holy shit, I need to play these. But this was like 2011, so that wasn't going to be happening anytime soon. Didn't know Japanese. I still don't know Japanese. But the nice thing is that the Adventure Squad games, all 3 of them have an English release that came out many years ago. Question is, why didn't I want to tackle them years ago if I really wanted to play them? Well, I kind of wanted to beat the first 2 games in the series in order to add context about what this is, because this is a very, in some ways, different Mystery Dungeon game and a very similar Mystery Dungeon game in other ways. And you'll come to realize that throughout this entire playthrough, but I've been wanting to play this for a while, just haven't gotten to because of having to play those 2 games here. And you may be wondering, if there are 3 releases, why are you playing this one in specific? Well, the interesting thing is that the Adventure Squad games, their 3 versions are very different from one another, or at least different in like 2 different ways. If you remember Blue Rescue Team, Red Rescue Team, Explorers of Sky, Time and Darkness, the differences between those games are very minimal, just down to like 1 or 2 Pokemon, or maybe some story changes if you had the advanced version, so like Sky versus Time and Darkness. But the Adventure Squad games are very different in the way that they have their own exclusive Pokemon list. Each game comes with exclusive Pokemon. So the Pokemon that I want to go ahead and play as and see are in Radiant Adventure Squad. I will probably tackle both Stormy and Blazing Adventure Squads at some point, but for now I wanted to go ahead and play the Radiant Adventure Squad. So there's a lot of things to check out here. For those of you who have only played Mystery Dungeon in the West, this is going to be a very new experience, but I hope you'll come along, because I want to go ahead and see how cool this game can be. We've been talking for so long, the game has dimmed out. Either way, enough talking. I'm playing with my goddamn, what is this thing called? My Wiimote and my, what is this thing called? The Wii Classic Controller Pro, the one with the, has those extra little thingies. The Wii message board can receive notifications and event information for the Adventure Squad series. Notification and event information are sent by Nintendo through Wii Connect 24. Would you like to receive Adventure Squad series-related distributions? If you don't know what Wii Connect 24 is, it was an old kind of like auto updating service that the Wii had, where you could get like certain special things in games. Of course, it's all shut down since the Nintendo Wi-Fi service no longer exists, but there is a version that kind of replicates it. It's called Reconnect 24, and that can still be used to get all the distributions that the game used to hand out. So we will be making use of that, but I will go ahead and activate this. Reconnect 24 is not currently turned on. Please check the settings in the Wii options. For details, refer to console manual. We're playing this on my Wii U, so that's why it's actually somewhat nice looking. So therefore, I can't really activate Reconnect 24 right now, but we will be activating that later. So don't worry about that for now. One of the coolest things about this game, you can use your Nintendo DS system as a controller with DS Download Play. So if you didn't want to play it with an actual controller, you could play it on a DS. You could literally just be playing this as a Mystery Dungeon game. We just have it on the big screen, but maybe we'll try that another time. First thing we can do is just start the game. And you've got multiple save slots. This is for a console, and removing the save data is at least somewhat harder than on a cartridge, so therefore they added in multiple different save slots so that you could actually play at multiple different times. So guess we'll select number 1. Yes, to create a new adventure record, you must first name your adventure squad. What would you like to create? Would you like to create one? Yes. Dang. I don't even have my starters chosen, and now I have to name them. What is the team name? Well, I mean, there's only one thing I can name. A group such as me. A group filled with people I know. It has to be Epstein Island? No. Epsilon. Hopefully I spelled Epsilon right there. If you don't get the Epsilon joke, you are very, very new to my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's not how you spell Epsilon. That says Epsilon. Epsilon is great. If you don't know the Epsilon joke, then, well, you need to go ahead and watch more Frozen Breeze videos, or else you're just going to be confused on so many things. There we go. Epsilon, the name of true iniquity, the name of true power, and also a horrible joke against Sigma males, because we're Epsilon people right here, man. Anyway, that's a good name. Is Epsilon okay? Well, Epsilon's what we go for. Alright, so I guess we can just return to this title screen, but we'll hit new game. This is Pokemon Garden. It's somewhat different from the regular world of Pokemon. Here in this peaceful village, the Pokemon live together harmoniously. Pokemon here are very energetic. Cool. I mean, if they weren't energetic, I'd be at least a little bit uninterested in the game. Of course, being so lively, they do sometimes fight. In the end, they're all still friends. That's how it goes. With just a little talking, everything's always resolved. All of us are caring and friendly at heart. Ah, whoops, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Slogan. That's going to be the voice I'm choosing. It's literally just my Big the Cat voice. But if it was my real Big the Cat voice, it'd be like, damn, those alien bastards shut up my ride. Instead, it's just going to be a regular big voice. I'm the village elder. I'm always taking walks around here. I'm going to fucking regret my voice choice, but you're going to understand why it's not as bad as me choosing the voice that I chose for Chatot in Explorers. The weather's wonderful today. Oh, it's so peaceful. Elder Slowking. He is, he's getting up there in age. That's why he's starting to talk like he can barely even process a complete thought. Oh, I better just swine up and air on. What's the hurry? Why are you both so panicked? It's an emergency, Elder Slowking. My friend Shuckle went to the Dubious Valley and never returned. What? The Dubious Valley? That's where I lost Froggy. Maybe he got lost. Really? What a disaster. Shuckle is still very small. I'm not sure he'll be able to make it back alone.
But what should we do? I can't find Froggy.
Elder Slowking, we can go.
Oh, you will?
Dang, that's a lot of Pokemon. Lots of Pokemon right there. Kecleon seems very happy about this.
Wonderful. You have my gratitude. But it appears to be too far many of you to go into the dungeon. It'd be easier to search, but it might cause a stir with this many of you. I apologize, but could you just decide on the two of you?
Please choose the 2 members to enter the dungeon. So, please select 2 Pokemon to rescue Shuckle. Keep that wording in mind. Please select 2 Pokemon to rescue Shuckle. This here is our starters for the game, and each different version of Adventure Squad has a completely different set of starters, which may be seen as kind of bullshit in a way that you don't get all your choices, but I like the idea of being set with a certain game with only a certain set of starters. It makes each game feel a lot more different when you go at it, so yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you notice, all of them are all in 3D. And, well, if you don't know what this model style is from, it's actually from the game Pokemon Rumble, which was made beforehand and is a very well-known spin-off of the Pokemon series, which I will get to at some point. That game, sadly, only had Gen 1 and Gen 4 Pokemon, so every Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon that's in this game, completely modeled specifically for this game, which I think is pretty goddamn badass. But I've always loved this art style of being kind of a simplistic kind of Pokemon look. I can tell that they're all kind of templatized, but I still love how they look. Either way, we've got a bunch of different options, and, well, we need to go ahead and choose me. What Pokemon here represents me? The 2 that you can go ahead and see a Pokemon's name plus its gender next to it. We've got a female Shinx, we've got a female Pikachu, we've got a female Pachirisu, we've got a male Pichu, a male Meowth, a male Togepi, a female Psyduck, a male Mareep, and finally a female Elekid. So we're pretty goddamn split down the middle for genders right here. Well, since I do indeed have the male genitalia, I do identify as a dude, so therefore I gotta choose one of the dudes. Actually, are we? No, we're uneven right here. There's 5 female and 4 male. Interesting. So I've got a couple of options. I cannot be Mareep. That's a very specific reason for that. And I don't want to be Pichu. So I've left between 2 options. I could either be Meowth, the cat, or I could be Togepi, the egg. And it's a hard choice right here. This one sucks. This one's great. This one's an egg. This one is not an egg. This one's a cat. This one is not a cat. It's a hard choice being made right here. There's a reason why this one sucks really bad. But I kind of want to be the suck. Dude, I suck in real life. Why not make things equal right here? So I think I'm going to go ahead and choose Togepi. But now I need to go ahead and choose my partner. So I want to go ahead and choose Mareep. Are these 2 members okay? Yep. Please give a name to the chosen Pokemon. Well, I shall be naming myself this name. The name I was given by birth. And named after a junk. That's okay, so I'll be naming myself Jason, as this one's supposed to represent me. Jason's okay, Jason's okay. He's just okay. And this one will actually be named John. Named after one of my friends in real life. The reason he's a sheep is because, well, he's a sheep. He's a sheep with no love. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. Nobody's going to get that. That's okay, but I'm naming him John. So we got Jason and John. Are you sure you want that name? No, but you know, that's what they call me. They call me Frozen. 'Cause I am slower than shit, nobody gives a fuck. Please choose the leader that will be controlled for this adventure. The leader can be changed later. Well, I'm the leader of the Solver Squad. Jason will be the leader. Is that okay? Well, it's just what I'm going to have to deal with. And out we go.
Oh, so you 2 were picked.
Yeah.
You can enter the dubious valley that Shuckle is lost in through here. make sure you get Froggy back. By the way, this up ahead is a mystery dungeon. Whenever you enter, the geography and the items inside will change. They're very strange places. If you fade inside, you'll lose half your money. Occasionally, you'll lose half your items. Also, maybe they're just hyper, but Pokemon inside mystery dungeons will attack when they see you. So, good luck. Shuckle's depending on you.
You know, I don't know if I actually want to go out and save a Shuckle, but it is indeed our thing. Welcome to Dubious Valley. You can move by pressing the D-pad. Search for the stairs located on each floor. Then move on to the next one. Defeat enemy Pokemon with the A. Enemy Pokemon won't move unless you do something. Well, this is the first implementation of the Mystery Dungeon series into 3D. The first two games for the GBA and the DS, all in 2D, and I love that art style. That is a great art style, but I do definitely love the Pokemon Rumble-inspired player models, and I think this game just works. The kind of Pokemon inside of Mystery Dungeon always feel like a lot more chibi than they originally are in the game. So the fact that they made their player models also chibi just fits in my opinion. So I definitely love this art style. But we need to go ahead and go through Dubious Valley to rescue our man Shuckle. I guess our boy, because it's always my boy. Either way, I got to go ahead and show off why I suck. So, gonna go ahead and look at our team. We've got Jason and John. We're the two J's. But if I go ahead and check their summaries, I can go ahead and see something awful about me. I can check my ability. I have the ability Hustle. The power of the Pokemon's physical attack goes up, but their accuracy goes down. This is bad. Hustle is an awful ability in main Pokemon, and it is even worse here. This now means that every attack I do has a 50% chance of hitting. I felt that was hilarious if I had that move, so yeah, it'd be great. I also have the ability Serene Grace. The Pokemon's moves are more likely to have additional effects, so if I used a move, say like Air Slash, I would have a double chance of flinching the opponent, but that's if I actually hit anybody. The sad thing about Pokemon in Mystery Dungeon is that they don't get either or ability, they get both abilities, which can sometimes be really bad for them. For John, he's actually pretty based. He just has static. Not a great ability, but then again, he doesn't have one that's literally fucking stabbing him in the knees, like me. So, yeah, I'm not all that great. John is pretty goddamn good, but we only get what we get. So I start with Charm, Growl, and Peck. Why the fuck do I have Peck? I don't actually know. You don't look like a bird yet. But John's just got Tackle and Growl. So we're both pretty goddamn basic, but the gameplay is pretty much the exact same like the other Mystery Dungeon games. Move around the floor, get to the stairs, everything's grid-based, kill everybody to get stronger. But one of the most interesting things about this game is the fact that if I press the plus button, I am now no longer myself. The ability to switch Pokemon within dungeons is given to you in this game from the very get-go. It's a gameplay thing that doesn't really get introduced into the series until the 4th game. So this is actually where it originates, and it is a godsend. If a certain Pokemon runs out of belly, is at like 1 belly, you don't gotta eat an apple. You just go boink, and then you've got a nice new belly bar to make use of. So the switching of the team, love that. That is one of my favorite parts of this game. It becomes much more relevant later in the series as you get it from the beginning in other games, but in this game, it's the first one to do it, so I find that fucking awesome. Which is great because I fucking suck, but we'll work with it. Either way, shouldn't be that long of a dungeon, but we've got ourselves a dungeon to go through nonetheless. Either way, controls are pretty goddamn similar. I'm going to move away because there's a Bellsprout right there. I'm getting really lucky with some hits, but that's going to stop really goddamn soon. Throw Geopebbles at distant foes. First set them as your ammo. Use the item set option. Then throw them by holding L and pressing R. You can hold up to 99 Geopebbles or wooden spikes as one item in the adventure bag. Make sure to sort your items by opening the adventure bag and pressing minus. Got to get used to the fact that we are using Wii controls, so we got the plus and minus stuff going on. Max Elixirs fully restore a Pokemon's power points. To use it, open the menu with X and select it from the items, then select Ingest. So yeah, we got the usual stuff. We can attack by using the A button. You can hold down L1. What is this called in Nintendo features? So there's L and LZ. Even back during the original Wii times, it was L and LZ. Yeah, you hit regular L. I'm just going to call it L1 because PlayStation bitch over here. Hold down L1, and you press A, you do your set attack. Press B, you're going to go ahead and run around. Press X, you open up the menu. Y allows you to not move, but select your thing. Hold down R1, you're going to be moving in diagonals. And that's kind of it. You can't really do anything. I wouldn't recommend doing anything with the control sticks, but I guess using the right stick, you just don't have to do the L1 and A thing. And you can still move with the control stick. I just would not recommend it. This is a strategy game first and foremost, so the inability to move very precisely would suck if we just had a, what is it called? A control stick. So I'm glad that I actually have something to use. But yeah, one of the reasons that I really like the Pro Controller for the Wii is for that specific reason that we actually have a full controller. Because you can play this with a bunch of different control types. You can play it with the regular Wii Classic controller, which is really not all that great. It's that circular one you usually saw that didn't have like the things to wrap your fingers around. And the second bumper buttons were on in front of them. It was really weird. But I can just appreciate that I have this. And this game is the best reason for getting a Pro Controller. And also, I'm starting to show off the whole I can't hit anything problem. See, John's fucking carrying me right now, and I can't hit for shit. And that's not going to stop throughout the entire game. Eat a blast seed to breathe fire at the target in front of you. To use it, open the menu and select it from the items, and then select Eat. That might actually be better than me than actually using a move, because if I use my move, I can't hit anybody. Pokey is the world's money. Save it up to buy useful items to your adventures. If I could get, like, one of the held items that makes the user much more accurate, like a wide lens or whatever, I'm getting that and equipping it to Jason as fast as possible. A green arrow, it's a wonder tile. Standing on top of it will restore any lowered stats. And if you're having trouble, open the menu with X and select the other command to view various hints or control explanations. Hello there, Monsieur Bellsprout. When I hit things, I'm super strong. I hit like a fucking truck, but I miss all the time, which is not the best thing. But yeah, Dubious Valley, first dungeon in the game. It's not hard at all. We don't have to encounter any of the problems that usual Mystery Dungeon games bring to you. And I'm expecting that you already know Mystery Dungeon by the time seeing this. I'm not going to explain everything. If you want everything explained, go back to my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team playthrough. That'll explain everything in the series. You gotta watch these in big old marathons, dude. You need to give me that watch time, those views, those likes, those subscribes. If you don't do it, I'm going to kill your family. Oh boy. Well, you know, it's a promise. It's a promise. The Hornberry restores HP. To use it, open the menu with X, which is a weird way of selecting X because they showed it in a different button style, but that's like the X for the DS, because you can use the DS as your control system, so I guess they're showing off you use both, but weird. Select it in the items inventory, and then select Eat. But yeah, I'm expecting that you know everything about the Mystery Dungeon series. If you need a thorough explanation, go back and watch one of my other series. But yeah, a lot of the bullshit that happens in these games aren't going to be in here quite yet. It is a longer dungeon than most first dungeons, but I'm at least somewhat varied in the land of Mystery Dungeons, so it shouldn't be too tough for me. A Pecha Berry heals poisoned or badly poisoned Pokemon. Open the menu with X, you see there's the difference there. Select it from your items and then select Eat. But yeah, this one's a very different kind of game versus the other members of the Mystery Dungeon series, at least the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. And you're going to come to see that in quite some time, but you'll come to see how different this game is. And in some ways makes it a lot better, in other ways can definitely piss off the player. But for now, we're just having a grand old time, running around, missing my peck. He tackled John. Don't kill John. That's cringe. Stop killing John. You see how bad I am at missing? Oh, Lord. Eat the seed! No, Jason, eat the seed. There we go. At least John leveled up. Level 6. Level ups are quite quick in this game, but that's just because we're fighting a lot stronger Pokemon than we usually do at the beginning of one of these games. But yeah, I'm going to sometimes be comparing this to the original games, and also just kind of be an annoying bastard and repeating myself all the time. Expect constant repeating of random things. Could you please? I'm like Russian roulette. I grew to level 6, and I just got the Russian roulette move. I learned metronome. Hey, I leveled up. Yeah, there's no portrait art for a Pokemon. It's just the 3D images, and you don't even see portrait art in the cutscenes, which kind of sucks, but, you know. I'd rather watch Pokemon in a 3D model move around. It's Shuckle. He's a cuckold.
Oh, I think this might be a dead end. There's no exit inside.
Just swim. You're a bug. Just swim.
What should I do? How do I get out?
Oh, hey. This is Cheeseburger Man. I'm Frozen Breeze. We're here, kind of like mercenaries. I'm here to pick you up.
Who are you?
And then I go up there and I punch him in the balls.
Huh? Are you here to rescue me? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. My balls have hurt the entire time.
Like Scoop. Ah, yes, we have cleared Dubious Valley. Phew, Shuckle's come home. He's still an annoying bitch. Are you okay? You're not hurt, right?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm terribly sorry for worrying everyone. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so glad you're alright, Froggy. Because everyone here in the village was so worried about you. Mostly these two. I kind of was staring at the frogs and fishing, but, you know, besides the point. Elder Slow King, I'm so sorry. It's alright. As long as you're back safe, everything's fine. But why would you go somewhere so dangerous? I heard there was something tasty at the end of the dungeon.
Cries.
Then, well, I got curious and I really want to taste. So I went inside and then...
It seems Shuckle was enticed by rumors of tasty food. These rumors were why he went missing in Dubious Valley. I think he just said that, but okay. He definitely has quite the appetite. Without a doubt, that rumor had been spreading around recently. Even here in Pokemon Garden, it seems the rumor is well known. But surely it's just hearsay. Nobody knows what kind of food it is or even where it may be. Fortunately, it's not in Dubious Valley.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, recently I went to Dubious Valley and reached the furthest depths. I didn't find anything like that.
Oh, it certainly seemed like it could have been there.
Don't go recklessly entering these dungeons now. It's not good to act on just your gut feeling.
I know.
Everyone then laughed at the stupid idiot, while we were just mostly happy. I'm happy I got work.
Oh yes, I forgot to give you my thanks, Froggy. Truly, truly thank you. Shuckle here is safe and sound because of your efforts. To the bear who braved the dungeon, even the ones who weren't chosen cheered from the sidelines all the way. I thank each and every one of you. For brave souls like yourselves, I do have a small favor.
What kind of favor? I just did you a favor. You should do me a favor. You know, scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's not I scratch your back and I keep doing it.
This is the Pokemon Guide Request Board. This is where Pokemon of the village post woes and problems. Like I posted here once when Froggy went missing. Sadly, nobody tried to help me, but yeah. And also where they should be solved, but no one's volunteering to take on the request.
Holy shit, I fucking guessed it.
Most of them are just too busy with their day-to-day lives. They just don't have time to rescue Froggy. The request board's notes keep growing and growing. It's quite a problem. And that's why I want you to form an adventure squad.
We're like, what the fuck is an adventure squad? What the fuck is a freaky Bob? You about to find out, bitch. Oh, it's me. I guess I'm speaking. Usually the main characters don't speak in these games, but, you know, I had a speaking role at least once. An adventure squad. Just imagine a little egg with my voice just being like, oh, hey guys, it's me, Frozen Breeze. I'm an egg. I've been an egg for quite some time. Just didn't want to reveal it to you guys. I thought it might, you know, turn you guys off. It might turn the ladies off. Or maybe it will? I don't know. They got eggs inside of them. That makes sense, right? Oh, God.
Yeah, an adventure squad. The two who went into the dungeon, and also those who weren't picked. We'd like you to take on roles as a sort of vigilante group for the village.
I didn't read that before. You're just some kind of vigilante. Arrow references abide.
Just like saving Shuckle there. We'd like your group to solve problems on the request board. This would help Pokemon
Gordon Freeman.
become peaceful. How about it? Will you form an adventure squad for us?
You know, the game doesn't really begin until we actually do one, and that's kind of the title of the game. So, you know what? Sure, I like being a vigilante. We're like, we'll become vigilantes.
Really? You do it? Thank you. Finally, someone can catch Froggy. Alright then. Here and now, a new Pokemon Adventure Squad is formed. I dub it Radiant Adventure Squad Team Epsilon.
The Radiant Adventure Squad Team Epsilon has been formed. I guess within the lore of the series, we didn't even get to choose if we were called that or not, but whatever.
By the way, that name, Team Epsilon, seemed to come out of my mouth on its own. For some reason, Team Epsilon just kept forming in my head like when Froggy shows up in my dreams. If I'm honest, I'm not too sure about that name. I couldn't stop thinking Team Epsilon.
You see Big? He's an Epsilon male as well. Understandable.
So I just went along and made Epsilon the name. How do you feel? Do you like that name?
Okay, so we can go back and choose. You know, my opinion is perfect. Because I chose it.
Oh, you do get it? See what I mean about that feeling? Yeah, somehow, I'm not sure how, but I felt carefully and strategically planned. This decision was not under my control, I feel. Maybe Froggy controlled me.
It's like thinking Froggy's like a parasite in his brain.
No way, you all, did you knock me unconscious and take control of me?
I did, but probably these guys did not. They're like, I don't even know, man.
Is that so? Sorry, it was wrong of me to doubt you. Well, it seems you are also a fan of the name Team Epsilon. In that case, let's get going. At any rate, I'll now explain what an adventure squad does. First up is the request board. If you stand in front of the board and press A, the options request board and job list will appear. Selecting request board will show what jobs you can currently accept. You can view more details about a job by selecting it and pressing A. Then by pressing A again, you'll be able to accept the job. After accepting a job, a letter for it should appear in the job list.
Sorry, my neck hurts. My brain is starting to gain a massive migraine from doing this voice. The shout-out voice just hurt my throat. This one's just giving me a migraine.
Then by going to that letter and taking it off suspended status, you can take the job into a dungeon. So to head into a dungeon, we go up to the sky. Okay, well maybe we go that way and then we go this way. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I kind of sound like Principal Mackey from South Park, but it's me, Big and Froggy. You should proceed through here. That's right, it's the same path you used to get to Dubious Valley. However, if you don't remember to choose to take a job in your job list, you won't be able to carry it out, so please be careful. You can also make a record of your adventure at this water well. It's important to make a record often. facilities in the Pokemon Garden can help you in your dungeon adventures. Before heading out, it'd be good to stop at Kangaskhan Storage and Duskull Bank to prepare yourselves. You can take what you need for your adventure and leave what you want to keep safe. Finally, when you went to Dubious Valley, only 2 Pokemon can go. From now on, you'll be able to take 4 Pokemon into dungeons. The other Pokemon who weren't picked to rescue Shuckle can also go on adventures with you. When you want to change your partners or leader, just talk to me. If necessary, I can also explain the request board again, so come by and let me know. A little refresher never hurts, but it will hurt to speak. Well then, do your best, Radiant Adventure Squad Froggy Protectors.
We're so happy to be Froggy Protectors. If you have this mission, if you choose to accept it, you can now go to Sparkling Field. I can now drink sparkling water, which I hate. So, he kept talking about the fact that there are Pokemon that didn't go with us on this first adventure.
Oh, Team Epsilon, is there anything I can help with?
Team Assembly.
I can help you organize your team. What do you
You
need?
need to edit the party. So, as you can see, the rest of the Radiant Adventure Squad did not go away. In most games, when you choose a starter and a partner, those are the only 2 you get. But in this game, you don't lose out on them. You have every single member of your adventure team right from the start, which I think is fucking awesome. And you can just completely remove the one leader you already had, seeing as you can switch your team in the mission. You can just switch your team at any time. I could just drop Jason for the rest of his life, which I'm not going to do, but, it's indeed an option. You can just completely re-switch around your entire team. So I think that's pretty fucking awesome with way more customizability than you even had beforehand. You can have 4 members of your team right from the beginning of the game. I think that's pretty fucking awesome. And the point is, we can't really be Team Epsilon without all of the great names for this. So therefore, I need to go ahead and name everybody. Of course, we need to abide by genders or masculinity, femininity. We're accepting of everybody here. We just hate Tyler. And therefore, that's the first name I'm going to be giving. So, therefore, I would name this Pikachu Tyler. Sad thing is, he has no vagina. We need to update Tyler on that. We need to update the Tyler, what's it called? iOS for that, or BIOS, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and name this Pichu Tyler. So, in order to name somebody, you need to go ahead and add them to your team. And then you're actually going to be allowed to name them. And then I'm going to take the other male member of the team. And he shall be Zephrom. The greatest of ROMs. The greatest of programmers. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and rename your team, you just got to go back into your menu. And you can edit them here. So if you want to set a nickname in there, easily able to at any time. Which I think is pretty cool, but probably the option should have been put into the team assembler to make it a lot easier for me just to name people en masse, but it's whatever. Now we've got Tyler. And then I can go ahead and name this one. I didn't put in the capital. The capital of France is... Pretty good cackle, man. I love going. See, it shall be known as the great and powerful Zephrom. There we go. We got John, Jason, Tyler, and Zephrom, the greatest quad trio to create the Ouch Couch, the ouchiest of couchiest. But I'm gonna go ahead, place everybody back inside except for the main character for now, because I love having main character syndrome. Go ahead and place John back in so I can name everybody. I just want to end this episode by giving everybody a name if they don't have one quite yet. So, therefore, going to go ahead, put Zephrom on standby, and then we're going to add some more people. I don't really know where to put names from here on, so we got to figure that out. So, we got Psyduck, a regular Pikachu, an Elekid, a Shinx, and then finally a Pachirisu. I got an idea for Shinx. Since I was a Shinx in the last game, I got an idea for this one's name. I guess I got the same thing for Psyduck, but I think I might find a different name for that one. We'll get the Elekid to join us. Alright. Sad thing is we've only really got, like, baby Pokemon. And the way that they evolve in these games is directed upon IQ, which means Too many gummies to go around. Too many gummies to go around. Okay. What should I go ahead and name this part of the team? The Shinx, I want to go ahead, name that one. If I were a girl, I would choose this name. Not that I'm thinking of becoming a girl, which I don't have any qualms against anybody wanting to do that. It's just not me. But if I had to have a Rule 63 version of myself, it would be named Jasmine. Because I love the, what's it called, Aladdin? Yeah, sure. Hachirisu, I think I might name this one Seraphine, after one of our friends of the channel, fellow content creator here on YouTube, Seraphine Shark. Go ahead and name this. Excuse me. It was close enough to get her name in there. And then for Elekid, what should I name? We can name it after another friend of the channel. Yeah, sure. We'll name her after Mura, which is Murakami Angel on, or I guess Mura Sarumoto, I think that's her name. Another friend of the channel and content creator on YouTube. Go ahead and check her out too. Then we're going to go ahead and place everybody back in there. I don't really know our determined team. I just wanted to make sure that everybody had a name by the end of this episode. And then I think we have just 2 more members that need naming. Good to see that I'm a fucking egg. I'm just a fucking egg. Everybody else is these cool electric types and a cat and a water type. But, you know, I'm just an egg. Oh, I'm just an egg. Yes, I'm only an egg. And I'm sitting here trying to get laid. Yeah, I guess that's a way to say it. We'll grab Pikachu. Pikachu! Let's see. Psyduck. I think those are the only 2 that need, like, a last name, right? Or that need naming. Alright, let's see. I think everybody else has a name. Therefore, let me go ahead and see. So, what should you 2 be named? I shall name you Psyduck. I was a Psyduck in the first game, so I don't know if it should just be another female version of me, or what should I name them? I'm just gonna name this one after another friend of the channel, which is, let's see, call her Killer, after, or I guess her name isn't Killer anymore. I guess her name is Cyber, but a friend of the channel. Yeah, we'll name her Cyber after Cyber Queen. Friend of the channel. Another friend of the channel. Pikachu, I guess I'll name this Pikachu after another friend of the channel. Not a content creator, but just a friend of the channel. We'll name her after... Where's the U? Shonda. So now we have a bunch of friends of the channel on here. That's probably going to be naming most of the people on this team. But now we have our full Radiant Adventure Squad. We've got Jason, Shonda, Cyber, Zephram, Tyler, John, Mura, Jasmine, who is just me, and Seraphine. So, good, giant full team of the members, which is not a correct English right there. But I want to go ahead and see who's going to be our default team, the team that we're going to be taking out during most of our missions. Well, I think it's got to be... do we need Zephram? Do you need Zephram? You know, I don't think you need Zephram. Let's see. Of course, John needs to join in on the team. I'd put Tyler on the team. The problem is that he is really, really bad along with me. I'm already dog shit. I don't need another dog shit running around. I'd probably put Seraphine on the team. Seraphine can join the team, and then... who should be number 3 or number 4? So we've got... I don't want Jasmine, and I don't want Cyber, sadly. Both of them are characters I played as in the last game, so they just get to share names of me and then another friend of mine. They just get to sit around in the study for now. Sadly, I don't want Shonda on the team. She must die. Zephram would be a great addition, but I don't want him. Mura would be a cool addition to have. Then again, it also needs IQ to level up, so I don't know. I guess I'll put Tyler in the team. Tyler, you get over here, you crazy criminal. You crazy, crazed wisdom teeth losing brother. Alright, well, we got a full team. We've got me as a Togepi, John as a Mareep, Tyler as a Pichu, and Seraphine as a Pachirisu. And of course, there will be more members to the team, but I'm going to go ahead and explain that on another episode. We're going to end this here. Next time on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Radiant Adventure Squad, we're going to go ahead and start doing some requests on the request board.
And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Valric, Amber, and Phoenix. Without you all, this channel wouldn't stay afloat. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys next time!